What's up, everyone? Welcome back to NYU Grads Daily Podcast. It's July 24th, Monday. Hope you had a wonderful day. New York City, the weather was very pleasant. I think later in the week, we're supposed to get like 104 degrees on the ground. So I'm not looking forward to that. But I knew today was going to be kind of a light, nothing burger type day. Everyone's kind of just waiting on bated breath for Meta, Microsoft, Google, and FOMC. I took the day kind of half day off to go run some errands, get a haircut. I was out on the East River this time. Just spent the morning kind of thinking about this week, but I was kind of overthinking it. Like it is what it is, right? Like Apple always beats, Google usually beats, Meta usually beats weak numbers or like numbers that are going down. But they all beat usually, right? And then FOMC, they're probably going to raise by a quarter point or zero point 0.5 basis points. And that's for certain. It's really going to be about, hey, are we hawkish or dovish? Are we going to stop increasing? Are we going to keep rates high for a longer time? We're looking, at the employment numbers. We're data dependent, yada, yada, yada. It's all the same crap. It's however the market digests and wants to sell the story to us. One of my great mentors is Bill Cara, and he has taught me that all stocks are sold. What that basically means is even that Apple that you bought, 8 years ago at $30, or Nvidia at $30 before the split, you might think you're a genius buying it, but someone somewhere sold that position to you. Whether it was Jim Cramer, whether it was something you read on IBD, or something you read on Seeking Alpha, or your cousin at a barbecue, all stocks are sold to us. So whatever happens on Wednesday with the FOMC number, Wall Street and the sell side are going to put together a narrative to sell us something, whether it is, hey, prices are going lower, or hey, prices are going higher. That is the pitch. So we're just at their mercy of just waiting and seeing what happens, right? Um, but again, I don't want to keep, beating a dead horse. The consumer credit is sky high. Average APR on credit cards is 20%. The mortgage rates are unaffordable. Homes are still unaffordable. However, car prices are coming down at record speeds, according to car dealership guy. Um, but if another area that you need to watch right now is oil and energy. I don't know what you guys are looking at, but when I take a look at the chart of OIH or USO or UCO, it looks pretty bullish. Um, so if oil and energy uh, continues up, that's going to be a big problem for um, the Federal Reserve and Yellen, because they're trying to fight inflation, quote unquote. So they're going to have to somehow find a way to knock down oil, because outside of housing and credit cards and cars and student loans, uh, we spend a lot of money on gas, and oil and natural gas to not only fuel our cars, but all the electricity that many of you don't know this, but oil and natural gas also powers our electricity. So keep an eye out on energy prices and oil. Okay, that's that's going to be important. Um, just jumping right into it, it's going to be a short episode today because I really think today was a throwaway day, despite it being up, whatever it was. I'll go through the numbers right now. Um, so looking at breadth, new highs, we had about 314. We had about 117 new lows. 53% were advancing versus 42% declining. It really was a nothing burger, okay? But taking a look at the heat map, yeah, there was a lot of green, okay? Microsoft up 0.39%, Nvidia 0.68%, Apple 0.42%. Tesla was up strong. I think Elon Musk is the richest man in the world again, with his whole X rebranding. Tesla was up 3.48%. Google was up 1.3, but Meta was down almost 1%. Amazon also down almost 1%. A lot of the credit services and banks were up. JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all up 1 or 2% today. Let's see, all the oil, gas, services, and energy related were pretty green. Not like crazy up, but up like 1 2%. But that moves the Dow, right? Dow only has 30 companies within it. So the Dow finished up 183 points. The Nasdaq finished up pretty basically flat, 0.19%. S&P 0.4%. Russell 0.28%. Uh, so yeah, everyone's just waiting. All right, like yeah, you could trade. You could have traded on Monday. You could have made a profit or losses. It was most likely random chop. Um, Everyone in the world is waiting for Google, Meta, Microsoft, and FOMC and the ECB. Um, let's see. What else do I have to talk about? Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is kind of weak. It's down to 29,200 right now as of 8:04 p.m. New York time. Ethereum. So Bitcoin is down almost 3%. Ethereum is down 2% at 1852 as of 8:04 New York right now. You know what to watch? Nothing's really changed. You have tomorrow morning, um, GE reports, Verizon, Biogen, and then aftermarket on Tuesday. You have Microsoft, Google, Texas Instruments, Visa. Wednesday morning, which is FOMC day, very important. You're going to have in the morning ADP, very important for jobs. And after the close on Wednesday, you have Meta, you have Chipotle, eBay. Thursday, you have Intel, McDonald's in the morning, AbbVie in the morning, MasterCard in the morning. And then aftermarket, you have Intel, T-Mobile, Mondelez, Ford, Roku. So it's going to be pretty busy for the rest of the week. ECB is on Thursday before you wake up. I'm just curious. I know Domino's Pizza reported this morning. I have not followed them. Let me look at their chart. All right. They were up a whopping 46 cents, but it's a red candle. So it looks like it opened up after earnings and then got sold off. All right, let's stick with that theme. Let me look at Chipotle Mexican Grill. They're going to report soon, down 2.1%. Let's look at Kava, that IPO, the hot IPO. They're up 2%. What about Sweet Green, my favorite salad joint? Down 1.7%. So nothing really to report on. Everyone's just kind of in wait and see mode. I'll post some pictures from the East River that I took today. But thank you again for subscribing. You can find me at nyugrad.substack.com. You can find me on Twitter at nyugradsubstack. And I will be back tomorrow with another episode. Um, Hopefully volatility and action starts to pick up. But right now, I don't really have much to report. We're all in this wait and see mode. Before I sign off, let's look at gold. I'm looking at GDX. Oh, wow. GDX was down 3% today. So I'm just going to assume the dollar was up because the U.S. Treasury didn't do much today. Yeah, the dollar was pretty bullish today. It's up 0.36%. And, for UUP, that's not a big move, but when you look at the UUP chart, it looks pretty bullish to me. Watch bonds through TLT and TBT. Yeah, TLT, it might be struggling here a little bit with the moving averages, but They move a lot slower, right? So you want to take a look at check those out. But I'm overstaying my welcome. It's 10 minutes for this episode. Not much else to say. Tomorrow morning, if you have ESPN Plus, watch the Inoue Fulton boxing match. The main card should start at 8 a.m. Eastern New York time. That is going to be one great fight. I'm pretty sure of it. It's not going to be like a one round knockout. They're both undefeated, and enjoy if you can catch it. And have a good evening or good morning, depending when you're listening to this. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Later.